On Monday morning, April 13, Noida woke up to blocked roads, factory shutdowns, and workers on the street. What began as a wage protest a couple of days ago has quickly turned into one of the biggest labor flashpoints the NCR region has seen in recent months. So, what exactly happened, and what is the connection with Haryana's Manesar worker protests? Let's start with Noida. On April 13, workers across industrial sectors, especially Phase 2, Sector 59 and 60, staged protests that escalated during the day. Roads were blocked, traffic at the Chilla border and Sector 62 was paralyzed for hours. And then things turned violent. Vehicles were vandalized, at least one was set on fire, and stone pelting was reported from multiple locations. In some cases, workers entered factory premises, forcing shutdowns. Police had to step in with additional force. In some pockets, tear gas was used to disperse crowds. At the center of this unrest are wages. Workers in Noida say their pay has not kept up with inflation. More importantly, it now lags neighboring Haryana, because just weeks earlier, the Haryana government approved a minimum wage hike by as much as 35% in some categories. An unskilled worker in Haryana will now earn at least 15,220 rupees a month, and a semi-skilled worker will now get 16,780 rupees a month. That's the trigger. Workers in Noida are now demanding parity. Some are asking for monthly wages in the range of 18,000 rupees to 20,000 rupees. Alongside this, there are older complaints of delayed bonuses, unpaid overtime, and poor working conditions. And in the days leading up to April 13, a reported clash on April 12 involving a woman worker injury further fueled anger on the ground. Before the protests turned violent, the administration had moved quickly. A control room was set up and labor officials held meetings on Sunday even before the violence broke out. Authorities came out with some basic safeguards for the workers. This included wages to be paid by the 10th of every month, annual bonuses by November 30, overtime at double rates, weekly offs, and medical cover. But clearly, those measures did not prevent Monday's escalation. The workers' outrage did not begin in Noida. This story actually begins in Manesar, near Gurgaon. Earlier this month, around April 3, contract workers across industrial units in IMT Manesar began protesting. The demands were very similar: wages and working conditions. But here too, protests turned violent. Vehicles were vandalized, a police motorcycle was set on fire. The police response has been firm, with 55 people being arrested, and around 20 of them were women, and 11 people were booked for attempted murder. The string of worker protests in the NCR region isn't entirely new. The NCR belt has seen similar labor unrest before, including a major disturbance in Noida back in 2013. The demands then also hovered around inflation, stronger enforcement of labor laws, and a hike in the minimum wage to around 10,000 rupees per month for unskilled workers. What followed was violence, particularly in industrially dense areas such as sectors 57, 58, 63 and Sector 83. And in February this year, a refinery protest in Panipat also turned violent. Construction workers complained they were working 12-hour shifts but being paid only for 8. Even the basic amenities like clean drinking water and toilets missing. The NCR region unrest pattern is familiar: wages, contract labor and enforcement gaps. For now, the focus is on control. Heavy police deployment continues in Noida and talks with workers are ongoing. But the bigger question remains: can a region with different wage systems across states avoid these flashpoints? Or is this just the beginning of a wider labor push across the NCR region? Follow Business Standard for more such stories.